Hey mates, good morning. How are we all doing today? It is Thursday, May 6th, 2021, and I'm out at the Conkle's Hollow State Nature Preserve in the Hucking Hills region. However, I first want to start this video by pointing out a particular lichen that I ran into. This is the Grey Reindeer Lichen, also known as Cladonia rangiferina. So this is a fruticose type of lichen. So that means they kind of resemble that of, like for instance, they kind of resemble coral. Wouldn't you agree? You know, if you look at a coral reef and how they have structures, well, in this sense, fruticose lichens, they usually have like a towering structure most of the time. And it's fascinating. So like if you look closely at the branched podedia, that's like the top portion of a fruticose lichen, kind of reminds you of looking at a raised hand, like as if you're looking at fingers. However, it's really, really small. So I'm not sure if you'll really be able to see it that well. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, this phone does not really have a good capacity to focus on objects up close. But usually these lichens, they kind of have like a cold gray-white color to them. And actually for some that are early in their growth, they might have a bit of a light green. Hey, good morning. But usually you'll find these on soil. And fortunate case, we're actually technically on top of a sandstone cliff. Specifically Blackhand sandstone, which practically came from the, I want to say, the Mississippian period. So quite a ways back, as it were. But yeah, usually you'll find the Grey Reindeer Lichen in southern Ohio, and you won't really see them in any other parts. But mostly, yeah, they like to be based on cliffs or on very dry and acidic soil. And there are up to 5 separate species of Cladonia, which are considered reindeer lichens. And I believe they call it reindeer lichen because of the fact that they kind of resemble looking at a reindeer's horns or tusks, whatever you want to call them. So that's, I believe, is why they call it that. And another, it is a major winter food source for reindeer in both North America and Europe, including the Caribou. And it actually is edible, too. I mean, during periods of where food was rather scarce, this was a great source of food that people could rely on. I mean, most times, lichens are edible. You can add them to particular meals. But yeah, we're on top of the Blackhand sandstone cliffs overlooking the Conkle's Hollow. Oh man, it's going to be a great day. Not too bad outside. I mean, it's kind of like in the lower 50s at the moment. And yeah, Conkle's Hollow is a great example of a gorge, a huge one. I mean, as I always say, Conkle's Hollow is kind of like Clifton Gorge, but on steroids. That's my that's my way of putting it. But yeah, right now we're essentially on the rim trail, so we're kind of like walking around the perimeter of the gorge. But then later on, I'll actually be going down into the gorge as well, just because since I'm here, I might as well do it, right? But yeah. Now it's like this time coming here, there's a lot more tree cover, you know, with the leaves and whatnot, especially with the canopy. So, it's great. I mean, as I've said before, Conkle's Hollow State Nature Preserve is my favorite state nature preserve in the state of Ohio that I have been to so far. Anyways. But yeah, look at that. You can just see the sheer cliffs. And as always, when you walk on trails like these, especially if you're with children, use a lot of caution, because this trail is actually a little dangerous, because these cliffs, if you reach certain points, they can be as high as 150 to 200 feet. So if you fall off those cliffs, you will not survive. Unless if you amazingly catch onto a tree, but then the chances of that happening are very, very low. So yeah, just try to stay away from the edge as much as possible. So, just a little safety reminder for any of you who may come out here. So alright mates, hope all you enjoy your Thursday, and journey on a journey is outwards. Take care folks.